Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Courtside Talks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Courtside Talks, another episode in the bag. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Today, after two rounds, the first two rounds of the Euroleague, we have my co-host, the dog here, and we're going to be talking about what went wrong with most of the clubs that didn't have success in both of the rounds, or for some clubs in neither of the rounds. But let's get started first with the domestic clubs. Since we're from Serbia, we're going to get started with Zvezda and Partizan. Crvena Zvezda, 2 rounds, 2 losses, unfortunately. One from Armani Milano, that was the first round with the home court, and the second one away on the road in Munich, where they lost to Bayern. How do you feel about those games?
Well, I don't know which one hurt more. Do you want to go over the first one? We can go over the first one. Noir was a beast in both games. Scored 18 or 19 points in the first game. Didn't play. The team just failed to function. I don't know what's going on. Is it the lack of center? Is it what's going on there? Lede absolutely dominated us.
It was a big thing. I think the Jordan Wara is one of the biggest signings, unfortunately not by name, but by game. Right. And definitely one of the ones that had Zvezda trailing Milan not by a lot. So they were constantly trailing by like 3 or 4 points. Right. At one point they even got the lead, but lost it very, very quick. And unfortunately, you can't have 1 or 2 players just playing the game. You need the whole team. And that's not what Zvezda had in that first game, unfortunately.
Well, they had production from where it mattered, as I'm looking through the stat box right now. Miller McIntyre with the classic production, 14 points. Shot 1 for 3 from 3. 5 for 9. Did pretty well. Had the 6 assists to add on to that with only 2 turnovers. The Vidovac could have asked a little more from him, but then again, it is what it is. He contributed on the rebounding aspect. Kalinic, surprisingly, firing on all cylinders again. He did great. He shot a whopping 66% from 3. It's 10 points to contribute. But then you have a lot of holes here, and you have, Noir, it can't be Miller, McIntyre, Noir. It can't be just, three guys. It can't be Carter again as well. Played fantastic. 16 points. Your whole team can't rely on just 3 guys, 4 guys to contribute. It has to come from all angles. And that's something that Crvena Zvezda unfortunately can't do and hasn't been able to do. We thought they were going to do it versus Bayern.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And the lack of the center, again, once more, a problem. They lost Rivera in the first round.
That's
After
right.
8 minutes in the game, they lost Rivera. They were back to only Izundu in the center position. And after that, you have to play 3/4 of the game with 1 center. Obviously, Izundu can't play 30 minutes. So what's your backup? Your strategy is you have to put Davidovac, you have to put Maneki on the center position. That's not their natural position. And then you got a problem. You got Josh Niebe, you got Devin Booker there. For the first game, Armani Milano figured that out. Ettore Messina, their coach, he knows how to do business. He knows how to finish off games. And that's what he did. And unfortunately, Zvezda got the L there. But then the next game, you think they're going to bounce back. You think they're going to have a tactic. Unfortunately, they didn't. But it's not just Zvezda. It was Bayern Munich. We were talking about Andy Obst. Go ahead.
My God. He was shooting from everywhere.
That's
He
true.
could not be stopped. 31 points. What did he shoot? 9 threes?
9 threes. I don't know how many in the first quarter. I think it was 2 or 3 threes in the first quarter. But everybody should know, everybody knows Obst is a great shooter. He comes off the bench. He's not the starting 5. He comes off the bench and he dominates.
But what more can you do?
Nothing. There was nothing they could do.
You've had hands in his face. He was double teamed. They even undercut him at one point. Like they weren't trying to injure him, obviously, but they were doing everything. The guy was.
He was on fire.
All cylinders. 31 points, ladies and gentlemen. 31.
So what do you do in that situation? You let him score his 31 points and you cut off everybody else?
Sure.
That's what it looked like. But then again, you had Jovic, you had Lucic. They were.
Listen, I don't know if this was a personal game for Jovic, but it looked like it. Definitely played fantastic. There's not much more you can ask from them. And again, Zvezda had a lot of pitfalls, and they were leading that game. Noir again went off for 27 points. Some of these buckets were hard-fought buckets. He played through physical contact. There's again, it's the lack of center, the lack of help at that position, the lack of help at maybe even depth at some of the guard position. Maybe Zvezda should look to mix it up. Not saying Miller McIntyre should go. He had 18. But I'm saying maybe this should mix it up.
You can't play alone, bro. You can't play alone. You got like 32 minutes in the game, Miller McIntyre. That's too much for him. But what we have is lack of rotation. 12 players, out of which 4 didn't play at all.
Just letting you know right now, from what I'm seeing right now, Miller McIntyre, that's your guard. That's your point man. He had the most defensive rebounds on the team. He had 4.
That's true. That's true. But then again, because you have no center, Izundu played for 20 minutes. You have to cover that position. It's always going to be Davidovits and Moneke in this situation.
So we got to
Plavšić is somewhere. I don't know what's going on with Plavšić. Some people say he's injured. Some people say he's not. Some people say he has trouble with the Red Star team. I don't know what it is. I just know he's not on the team. Yeah, if he's injured, that's okay.
Then you bring in Carter, who has 5 turnovers. That doesn't help you either.
And then Carter put into a shooting guard. So he scored his 10, 12 points, how much he had at the end. Right, but that's still not enough. The Serbian players didn't play at all. Only Kalinic played, and Kalinic only took 1 shot. That was 1 3 he got, and that was amazing. But that's it. You had Wara, you had Cody Miller McIntyre, Moneke.
And Moneke got teed up, which didn't help the team at all.
They lost it. They lost it, bro.
They were a man down, literally a man down. There's not too much you can do.
Rotation with 8 players without Shemi Ojale. I don't know what's going on with Ojale.
No, I mean, and we're getting, you know what? We can't rag on guys like Kalinic. You did have 27 minutes in there. You scored 5. But again, it wasn't your game. The game before that, you played a lot better. You dropped 10. You shot better threes. There's not too much you can expect for you. What, 33, 2 years old? How old is Kalinic?
I think he's 33. Yeah.
It's again, you can't ask everything. Miller McIntyre's 32 minutes
out of 40.
Davidovits is 19 minutes. Davidovits is
he had to play. That's the thing.
He had 4 points in 19 minutes. You can't rag on that guy because he's playing center. He's getting dunked on. Did you see that alley-oop? If you can cut into that alley-oop, that was.
But then again, Zvezda's got a new center,
which is
Moti Unas with 30. He's 35 right now. He turned 35 20th of September,
It's a men's league, bro.
35, man. The guy's 35, played 5 seasons in Monaco, 4 or 5 seasons in Monaco, but unfortunately his numbers have been going down as the season keep on going on and on.
He played for the Pelicans for a little bit, from what I remember in the NBA, played for the Celtics, was drafted by the Houston Rockets. I don't know if he logged in some minutes for them too.
He did. He, in fact, scored the most points ever in the NBA for himself, like his career high, which was 17 for the Rockets.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but Monty Unas, 35 years old, he has the size. He's 12'13". So I'm sorry, he's 213.
Yeah, 12'13".
12'13" is not going to work. Yeah.
No.
He's 213, which is 7'0".
That's
7'1", maybe.
That's right.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the experience, but can he help? He signed a contract on a 3-month. So that's basically until New Year's. I think if I'm Zvezda, I'm thinking, we might bring in Rivero. Boy might come back. Plavšić might come back.
Rivero's going to come back. It's not a question of if he's going to come back. It's just when he's going to come back.
And what's he going to look like when he comes back?
Again, with that stuff, it's questionable.
And they got Yago back. Yago. We love Yago. Yago got fired and then he came back because Zvezda won't have a guard.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yago's gonna be the backup to Cody Miller McIntyre.
You can. He's been playing 20, 28, 29, almost the entire game. You're bound to get injured. Like this is like
of course. That's the like. That's
you can
a recipe
only
for getting
you
injured.
can only run that engine for so long. I mean, even Jordan took a break, kids. Like
so, Yago's back. Yago's back.
Yeah. So yeah,
I expect a lot from Yago. Yago was the MVP of the Mirror Cup. Come on. That guy's got it in himself. We'll see.
I mean,
We'll
we
talk
talked about this the last. If you listen to that hour-long podcast, we talked about this. It depends how you fit in the system. It depends how you gel with the newer guys. How things are gonna look. Monty Hunis, we're gonna see how he fits in as well.
He needs a good playmaker. He needs a good point guard.
Well, he's a standard Lithuanian center.
For sure. He's like a standard center.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a lot of those nowadays.
No. He'll
That's why
bang
he got
on the
benched.
inside,
Yeah.
he'll grab the boards, and he'll play what he needs to do. Like
Hopefully
he
he
did
grabs
in the
the
NBA.
boards. Hopefully he grabs the boards.
I mean, if Miller McIntyre is your best defensive rebounder, you have to ask some serious questions from your team.
Oh, for sure. Let's move on to Partizan. What do you think about Partizan? 1 loss, 1 victory. Loss, away game, first opening away game from Dubai.
That's right.
And then a win, bounce back versus Armani, which Zvezda lost to. Again, in the Belgrade Arena. So Armani's 1-1.
But, so the Dubai game, I watched, and it was interesting. Bertrands was fantastic in that game. Davis Bertrands was fantastic for that game, and he played great basketball. And there's not much. He went off for 20 points. Petrushev, fantastic, grabbing all the rebounds you possibly could have. Wright playing fantastic with 7 assists. Again, Partizan only coming short with.
Partizan had center problem.
The
thing that's going wrong with Partizan's center problem. Tyreek Jones cannot play alone. You can't put Osikowski in the center. You can, but it doesn't look good. We've seen that it doesn't look good. He likes to play as a power forward. He doesn't like to play as a center. That's proven in that game. They figured it out. They got easy points. Bertrands went way wild. He scored like 5-6 threes. McKinley Wright had to play because you have Avramovic that's injured. So you have Nate Mason injured. So McKinley Wright had to take the load. But then again, you had Costa Kondic, which kind of subbed in, but not really good enough.
Jenan Musa played fantastic as well, too.
Musa played like he has something personal against Partizan. For sure.
19
That's
points,
how I feel.
42% shooting,
That's how I
60%
feel.
from 3.
Musa
Why,
played
Jenan?
crazy.
Why? No, but
Musa
he played fantastic. Petrushev played fantastic.
Oh, he definitely has something personal against Partizan. Yeah, so Partizan was a wreck that game. The first game was like just to be forgotten of. I know the comments went off. Everybody went off on the comment section. They were like, "Oh, this season's over. It hasn't even started yet." And
But that's Partizan fans, though.
for sure.
The season dies 2 games.
You play
in for
one
them.
game bad, that's it.
That's it, it's
They're
done.
done. I know. And that's
So
amazing.
at what point do we look at Shake Milton? At what point do we look at Osikowski and all these guys, and we wonder what's going on? What's happening? How is Isaac Bonga playing 27 minutes? I'm looking at right now with only 7 points.
No, don't look at the stats. Isaac Bonga is somebody that you don't look at the stats. Isaac Bonga is my man. And it's not Isaac, it's Isak, because he's not he's not American. I know he's not American.
I call him Isaac.
But yeah, Isak is one of my favorite guys, to be honest, because that guy plays everything. He plays from D to offense. He dunks, he blocks, he shoots threes,
he's
he
a
does
versatile
everything.
player. No one's saying that, but I'm
He's
just saying.
Željko's favorite player, trust me.
Yeah, he's Željko's favorite player, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I'm a numbers guy, folks.
I'm telling you. But the problem I had was Željko starting off with point guard, shooting guard with Arjan Lakic and Dwayne Washington. And that's not something you start off in your first game in Dubai. I mean, he only knows why he did that, but you figured out it doesn't work, so you change the guys up. And then the guys that are off the bench, Sterling Brown, Carlik Jones, they have no energy. The game was energyless.
I felt as I was watching that game go down, I felt like as if someone just took a massive vacuum cleaner and just sucked the soul out of that entire team.
That's what it looked like. But game 2, they play in front of their fans. They bounce back. The Grobari, amazing atmosphere.
Hey.
You cannot wait to play in front of those
Hate them or love them, they have some of the best fans
for sure.
in Europe.
You get
for any
pumped up.
sport.
You get hyped up. Sterling Brown went off. But I'm telling you, Sterling Brown goes off, Carlik Jones goes off, Tyreek goes off. You have the combo Jones. You got yourself a game.
Yeah.
The only problem comes in when you have to switch for centers, and then you have
What?
Osikowski.
For
That's
how
it.
long?
For as long as it takes Tyreek to get a break and come back into the game.
15 minutes, 20 minutes?
But if Tyreek gets into foul trouble, then you're in trouble as a team.
So the problem with both teams is both hometown team is center. So what do you do? What do you take?
You take, I don't
What,
know.
you can?
What they say is Partizan's been waiting off for the NBA season to start, see who's going to get cut, and then try to bring some NBA players into the game. I don't know if that's a good choice, if that's a good decision. No names have been mentioned yet, but NBA is going to start soon. What, in like 20 days? That's when you're going to know. But unfortunately, until then, you can have 0-4, 0-5. Fortunate for Partizan, they already got a win, so they're 1-1. They should be doing good as long as they stay on that wave of energy they got from the Grobari. So next game is against Efes.
The fans won that game.
Next game against Efes, that's going to be a hell of a game.
That's going to be a crazy game too because
for
they've had multiple games where they went back and forth. Their history is almost a rivalry. Not as much as them with Fenerbahce because we know Željko used to coach for Fenerbahce and that's a little more of a clash. But Efes is going to be...
Efes with Kokoškov, they lost that game against Hapoel Tel Aviv, but we'll get to that one soon.
That's right.
Before we get to that, tell me what you think about TJ Shorts. So he's been playing for Panathinaikos 2 games, 2 rounds. The guy averages nothing compared to what he did last season. Last season, he was October's almost MVP. I think he even won the MVP award.
Yeah, but like you
right
said...
Right now, he's nowhere. He's not getting minutes. He's not getting a chance. He doesn't contribute to the play of Panathinaikos. And after that, you have Kendrick Nunn, who was your MVP last year. So there's none better, if you understand what I'm saying. And look, Nunn's your guy right now. TJ Shorts can't take that position off of him because they don't even... I don't know. I'm really concerned
I don't
about
think
the
that
kid.
I don't know what to do here because he's been averaging roughly 21 minutes a game. 4 points, 5 points.
That's nothing, bro. Assists? How many assists? What do you got, like 1, 2?
Yeah.
But
like that's the question. What's going on?
He's just not fitting in.
So what do you do?
People say you would fit better in Olympiacos. I don't know.
So do you make that trade?
There are no trades. Unfortunately, there are no trades. At least I haven't heard of somebody making a trade.
No, but like, what do you do? Do you get rid of him? Do you ask for Olympiacos to sign him? What do you do? So, does he opt out of his contract? How does that work with agencies?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We got more rounds. Hopefully it turns around. But unfortunately, for the first 2 rounds, he doesn't look like a great addition to Panathinaikos, who was actually aiming for another Euro title. And even Ataman said in his interview post-game against Barcelona, where I'm not going to say they got robbed, but...
No, they got robbed in that game. I don't care. I'll say it.
Okay.
They got robbed. Barcelona got all the calls, as usual. They got robbed, and that's...
that's what they're saying.
So that's exactly...
But Ataman's saying... They don't got a championship team right now, so they got to work on something.
But listen, Ataman knows something that we don't. So if you're only 2 games in and you can tell right now, you're telling me right now from your experience as a coach, you're telling me right now 2 games in, you know you don't have a championship team because you've seen what your championship teams are.
So where's the problem? Where's the problem coming in?
So
Juricev's playing okay, Chetty Osman's coming back.
But that's, so what? Even if he does come back, what does that change? How much does that change? What are you going to put everything on his shoulders?
I don't know. You got an NBA team. You got an NBA starting 5. Come on. You got to play better than this. But then again, Barcelona's very, I don't know. They're up and down. They got 1 victory. They got 1 loss. Barcelona got a victory against Panathinaikos. I really didn't expect that to happen. I thought there'd be 0-2 after 2 rounds. But then again, Barcelona's got a very weird team. They got La Provitola back. They got Kevin Punter. They lost Jabari Parker to Partizan. Then they got Shengelia from Virtus, which is amazing. And then they got Will Clyburn, bro. They got Will Clyburn, 35, 36-year-old Will Clyburn, who went off.
They also have Thomas Sadaransky. Thomas Sadaransky actually played in Washington. Most people don't know that. He actually played in Washington for a little bit. He's a fantastic player too, NBA ready. Well, was an NBA player. So, Barcelona's not a joke.
Squad. They got a squad. I'm telling you, they got a squad.
These guys are shooters. They're great players. They're a great team.
Yeah, Washington Wizards, Jan Vesely, of course, a Partizan player.
Also, Willie Hernan Gomez.
They got players. Oh, you know the Hernan Gomez brothers made a bet whoever lost would pay for dinner afterwards? And so Juancho Bo Cruz went off for like 27, 30 points, but still lost, had to pay for dinner. That's crazy, though.
Well, he's the movie star. He's the better looking one.
And so the next game pair, Efes and Hapoel Tel Aviv. Hapoel got a victory there, a very important victory for them since they're the head of the standings right now with 2-0.
That's right.
And Efes was leading. In fact, Efes was leading half the game. Sorry, not even half, like 3/4.
3/4, and we thought that they were going to end it.
I swear to God, I thought Efes had everything in their hands. They weren't playing in Istanbul, as you might know, because Efes is from Istanbul. They were playing in Podgorica, capital of Montenegro, Moracha. Not quite either team had domestic fans, as you might know, but Montenegrins went to watch some quality basketball, right?
That's right. And then we had some quality basketball with Lloyd scoring 25 points and
the Polish guy,
Jordan
Lloyd, Polish. You remember he played for Poland, right?
That's right.
Eurobasket, that was crazy, man.
That was fantastic, and he went off for 25 points.
Lloydowski. That's what they used to call him on the Eurobasket. Jordan Lloydowski.
And then Blakeney went off for 17.
Blakeney went off, but Blakeney was the guy for Hapoel Tel Aviv.
That's right, and he played fantastic. And Shane Larkin again contributed with 3 assists, but it wasn't enough because we had our boy Vaso Micic with 6 assists.
6 assists, that's it, because he had 9 points, which is, let's say, beneath his standards, obviously, but 4, but 100% from the line, and 6 assists, got Vaso where he needed to be with very, very big win on the road. And Hapoel Tel Aviv in the second half scoring 52 points, 26 each quarter. That was the main difference. Actually, the third quarter was the one where they broke through, came back, and they finished it off.
They absolutely went buck in the third quarter, dropping
26-14, right?
Yeah, 26-13, 26-22, outscoring them, outplaying them, out rebounding, out defending, putting on an absolute basketball clinic. They were playing like they had nothing to lose. And you know what? If they keep playing like this, provided that they stay healthy.
I think that's kind of the main concern everybody has. Can you stay healthy for 38 rounds? Plus, 38 rounds Euroleague, plus you got to play your domestic league. So that makes around like 50, 60 games in a tight schedule.
Not to mention, these guys are playing 29, 28, 25 minutes per game.
For sure. Which makes it a lot.
Night in, night out. Faster paced, more intense defense. There's, it's
if you compare it to the NBA, that's where you can make a comparison. The NBA games last longer, like 12 minutes in total.
Because you go through commercial breaks as well, too. Don't forget that. The Euroleague doesn't have as many commercial breaks. The NBA also doesn't have the hand check rule anymore. Yeah, they don't play aggressive defense. They're almost, when you watch the NBA, you're not allowed to play defense. And the NBA is a run and gun league at this point.
Why would you play defense?
Why would you? You're shooting 86 threes, 96
you don't want to get injured.
Not only that, though, but that's 3-point league. The guys are shooting, 85, 40, 45, 60 threes a game. Like, it's wild. It's oscillations like this. Why? Because someone did the numbers and did the math and said, hey, if you shoot 70 or 80 threes a game as a team, and you score 43% of them, you're going to beat them no matter how good of a defense they play. And
plus, how many teams does the NBA have? Like 32, right? Yeah. 32 teams. 20 out of the 32 go into the playoffs.
That's right.
20. So, you can lose like 40 games, still make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, if you're above 500,
Yeah. Here, you can't be. If you're 500, you just might make it to the playoffs. Probably not. Not even to the play-ins. So, it's kind of a difference. Plus, here, 50% only teams go to the playoffs.
No, it's a grueling. It's a much more grueling schedule, and it's definitely.
That's why they don't care so much. Even though they have 82 games per season, that's still not enough to make you play defense.
I think
You just don't care.
Yeah, but I think that the really cool thing about the EuroLeague compared to the NBA, is there's no there's always a surprise. Every year there's always a surprise in the Final Four. Every year there's a surprise, and in the NBA you kind of know who the bottom teams are gonna be. You can see who's gonna tank. You see who's giving up for the draft picks. You see who's trying to kind of play the free agency market. So there's some predictability from that aspect, but in the EuroLeague, there's absolutely no predictability.
Nothing. Everybody can beat everybody, and that brings us
to
money.
Show me the money.
Game.
Show me the money.
The money game.
Monaco
versus Dubai. That was round 2. Monaco versus Dubai.
That's
the money. That was the all-star money game.
I don't know what it is in the air over there, but Nikola Mirotic, I think, is playing for another NBA contract.
That was. First of all, did you see how they went off at each other?
Yeah,
the defense.
They were going to fight.
They were at each other's throats as if somebody promised them $1 million if they win.
I thought Petrusha was going to throw a punch at one point. Like, it was crazy. No, it was wild. And I like seeing it. Honestly, I don't like them fighting, but I like seeing the intensity. Call me old school. I grew up in the 90s. I watched the Knicks. I love the Knicks.
That's old school basketball.
That's old school basketball.
That's old school basketball.
That's thug ball. But you don't have that anymore. And I'm kind of like what I'm seeing from these guys here. That it's a little, you can't get what you want. It's mine. The paint's mine.
Did you think Dubai was going to prevail?
Yeah, I did. And I know you did too. And don't tell me you didn't.
No, I just want. There's
no way you thought Mirotic was going to go off for 19.
No, for sure. So this is what I thought. I'm looking at the game. I'm watching the game, and I'm like, I just hope both teams lose. I'm just kidding. No, I actually wanted both teams to win because I really don't like either team more or less.
I mean,
compared to the other one.
It's like a bourgeoisie club versus a bourgeoisie club. These guys are brand new. These guys are a little older. These are old money versus new money.
Exactly. That's what it looks like.
It's
That's
like,
what the game was.
Your $200 million yacht sucks. My $200 million yacht's a lot better.
I swear to God, that's what it looked like. And to be honest, I was happy that Monaco won. They kept the home court, and Dubai actually figured out they have a bit of problems in the roster as well. Apart from Alex Avramovic and Nate Mason not being available to play, McKinley Wright all again had to go through the minutes, had to play through the minutes, and that's where the trouble comes in because Monaco, on the other hand, has got options.
But I think that comes into play with Monaco and Monaco's coaching because Monaco, Vasilis Spanoulis is a fantastic coach. He's been around the block. He knows how to run the offense. He knows how to utilize his guys. He knows how to utilize the defense. He knows where his weaknesses are. He can read through a lot. I think the coaching, not to take anything away from Dubai's head coach, but I just think that Spanoulis is more of a...
He's more experienced.
More experienced. He's kind of more... He's very wily when it comes down to that team. And then especially, he utilized one of my favorite personal players, Theis. Theis was fantastic in that game, and he had 15 points. I mean, he absolutely dominated, played in the NBA for a little bit. Great player. And again, Mirotic...
No, Mirotic is just
old man.
I swear to God, Mirotic. But like,
I love him. I loved him in Chicago. I loved him in Milwaukee. I
think he's just on a different level than anybody else.
I think
in the
it's
league.
like that Montenegro mentality. It's like, I'll turn it up today, and he drops
exactly.
And then he'll go 5 games where he scores like 10 points. We're like,
no, I swear to God,
19
this guy Mirotic plays when he wants to play.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Mirotic wakes up and he's like, do I want to play today? Yeah. Let me have an index of PIR of 30. Let me drop 19.
Like
let me do whatever the hell I want. And I'll just win the game.
32. No, he
You
single-handedly
can't stop
won
him. You can't stop. There's nothing you can do to stop
everyone was literally just a notch in that belt around him, and that was it. That's it. That was it. He was making them look stupid out there.
Plus, when you have Mike Tice, I love calling him Mike Tice.
But
when you have Daniel Tice, when you have
yeah.
Mike James, when you have Nemanja Nedovic drop in from the bench.
That's one of my favorite players. Nedo, you're one of my favorite players, man. If you see this, you're the man.
If you see this, He needs Jersey.
Jersey, yes. I also like the fact that he likes classic cars and champagne and stuff.
He's fit for Monaco.
I love
He's
that
fit
guy.
for Monaco. Bro has a Monaco fit. That's it.
He reminds me
That's
of Danilovic when he played in. For you folks that don't know who Danilovic is, look him up. Played for Miami, and it was NBA profiles back in the day, 95,
Oh, yeah,
96.
yeah.
The internet just came out, and it says hobbies, Porsche, champagne. That was it. Everyone else wrote like chess, golf. This guy's like
Porsche, of course.
Hobbies.
No, I swear to God, that was the money game. And that's what I want to call it. Dubai, Monaco, money game.
The money game. Show me the money. Jerry Maguire, good movie. If you haven't watched that
And
movie, another
Monaco
90s
got to
classic.
win. Monaco got to win. Bounce back.
So
Monaco's
do you think
at
the next
1-1.
time they face each other, do you think that what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Dubai's going to adjust or no?
To the negative, well, that's going to be like in half a year. Who knows what happens?
That's right,
Who
but I'm
knows?
just saying, does Dubai...
Dubai's going to have Alex Avramovic. They're going to have Nate Mason back. With McKinley Wright, that's a backcourt that's ready to roll. I think Dubai is going to be one of the contenders if they get their stuff together. Along with Bertans, Jana Musa, Kabengele showed to be a good addition to the team. Petrushev is playing well. They got a team.
And
just
if they
have to
don't,
fit in.
they'll buy someone new.
They'll buy someone new. Exactly. No, I'm just kidding. But they have the team. They got what it takes to
I
make
think
it.
so.
Just right at this point, they are struggling with the backcourt, and they need firepower from the backcourt. Provided in Jana Musa, provided in Bertrands, they prevailed game 1 against Partizan. Partizan came out without a soul.
Prepelic also, sorry to cut you off, but Prepelic also didn't do too much, and we know Prepelic is a damn good player.
He is, but he's not like
Bertans nowhere to be seen. That
I
game.
feel that's because they figured them out. That's because Spanulis was like, okay, Bertrands, and then cover everybody else. But he's number 1.
Yeah, but then
That's
then everything was on Kabengele's shoulders. That's it.
And Kabengele is not the one to play like,
Can't.
okay, he's taller, he's stronger than Tice. But Tice is a really experienced player. Tice knows his role. Tice knows how to play.
And Jenna, your boy, went off for 11, shot 60%.
Oh, for sure.
Just a fantastic player, Jenna. Wow, shooter.
He knows
So-
why he's there. He knows why he's there.
Petrushev, can't take away from him. He showed a little grit. You know, he was ready.
Petrushev likes to get in those
He likes
fights.
that physical confrontation.
Exactly. He loves physical contact. He wants to get in a fight.
Yeah.
That's what he's like. His personality.
He likes banging in that post. And
For sure.
He likes those rebounds, and he likes fighting. He's an old school big man.
And if it works for him, perfect. If
Fantastic.
it doesn't work for him, then he's in trouble. Then he gets into foul trouble. He gets nervous, and he
Which
gets
is why,
benched very
you know,
fast.
to kind of digress, which is why I didn't think didn't work out too well for the national team. I felt like he was kind of lost out there. But hey, you know what?
The whole national team was kind of lost.
Lost. Yeah.
So
Anyway,
we'll skip that part.
yeah.
So we'll skip that part, and then we'll talk about that in 2 years when we got the European, not the European,
The
World
Olympics,
Cup, the World Cup, and
World
then the
Cup,
Olympics.
and then the Olympics. Hopefully, we're at the Olympics. Hopefully, this is video recorded right now. We'll see in 2 years' time if we get called out to call the Olympics.
No, for sure we will.
I think we will.
Who are they going to call? The Ghostbusters? Come on. All right. To wrap it up, we don't want to keep you guys watching this for an hour, listening to this to an hour or 2 hours. So we're going to keep things short. Hopefully you liked everything we have to say. We just went through a quick highlight of what happened. Of course, I know in the comment section you're going to be like, hey, but you missed Real Madrid, but you missed Olympiacos, but you missed Valencia, you missed Asvel, you missed Baskonia, you missed Maccabi, you missed, and then I'm like going to count everybody we missed because we did miss actually half of the teams. But
2
hey,
rounds, folks. It's
if
a
you
lot of
guys
games.
want to if you guys want to watch this for 2 hours, we can go through all teams. But I think we should keep it simple. I think we should keep it precise and with the highlights, and I think we're doing a good job. So if you guys like this, obviously don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and in the comment section, leave what you think about everything so far and what you predict is going to happen in the next couple of rounds. We got Zvezda and Partizan in center trouble. We got all other teams, especially the ones that are contenders, going 1-1. So they have to prevail. They have to get a couple more wins
It's
in.
only 2 rounds in. We have the third round coming in. We have the battle of the Israeli teams coming up.
Maccabi, Hapoel, Tel Aviv.
Hopewell.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
That's a massive rivalry. It's been a rivalry since ancient times.
Who you got?
Maccabi, man.
I got Hapoel. I got Hapoel winning.
I know you
and,
do, but
yeah, I got my
Maccabi,
boy
man.
Vasa winning. And
I
I
love
think
Vasa.
Hapoel is going to go on 3-0.
You think so?
I think Hapoel is going on 3-0.
We'll see next episode who wins.
All right, guys, take care. Hope you guys had fun. It was a pleasure. And until next time, until next week, take care and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.